Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we check out the Mahoning Valley Old Car Club for some sweet rides. I also prepare lemony crispy chicken wings. They are so good. But first, the red carpet for the Friends for Friends Film Festival. So here are some of the filmmakers at the Friends for Friends Film Festival. And these are Hubbard High School students, and the title of their film, The Hardest Thing I've Ever Done. And you took on the issue of vaping.
Yep. Yeah, we did.
Did you have a problem with vaping?
No, I did not.
No, but you saw friends that did. And so does that refer to their problem with quitting it?
Yes.
Tell me more about the film.
Basically, it's about a character named Jack. He's had a vaping problem for we don't even know how long, right? So he starts trying to quit because he notices it's affecting like the people around him. So like his friend Tristan.
You play Tristan in the film?
Yes.
So how are you affected by the vaping?
I personally don't vape, but I think that anyone who does should stop, and if they can't, try to find someone who can help them stop.
And what about you, Gianna? What is your role?
I play Jack's little sister, and it affects me because I witnessed Jack like going through all this hard stuff, and it makes me like feel down and stuff, and as like I'm not important or anything. So it's like it affects me too.
Wow, does the film have resolution?
It does. It does. The character Jack, he stops vaping with the metaphor of the Rubik's Cube. It gets solved at the end because it's all scrambled at the beginning.
Well, more of our talented students are from South Range, and their film is The Pool Party, and it is about cyber bullying. So I'm going to guess that it takes place at a pool party. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who wants to give me the synopsis?
I guess I will, because it's kind of about me.
Did you get cyberbullied?
I did. I got invited to a pool party by that one, and
Did you cyberbully her?
I played into it.
yeah, and so at this pool party, they pushed me in a pool, actually. So, yeah, that was fun.
And then did they like have pictures and made fun of you?
Yeah, they compared me to like the girl from The Ring and like Squidward. Yeah.
Wow. And were you at this party?
Yes, I was. I was very mean to her.
You guys were all like the mean girls?
I mean, I was the one that pushed her in the pool, but to be fair,
Wow.
she did shove cupcakes in my face first, so.
Well, West Branch is represented in the Film Fest, and Eris is the star of the film Alcohol, The Long Road to Healing. So Eris, tell me about your involvement in this.
Well, it was a really interesting experience just to be able to like see the progress of bringing alive this idea of finding another way to cope and friends helping friends. Like the whole campaign is just so awesome.
And do you fall victim to the alcohol as your starring role?
Yeah, and my lead character has to find a new way to cope because she chooses to use alcohol, which in her past, her father was an alcoholic, so she was used to like having that environment around. And her mom and her best friend in the film, Liz, actually help her realize that this is a bad idea and that she needs to kind of get her stuff straight.
How much did you enjoy the acting part? I mean, that must have really been interesting, on the film level.
Yeah, there was a couple scenes where my character had to cry, but I cannot cry on demand, so we had to use eye drops, so that was interesting. It was definitely nice because Vincent and Jay were both really easy to get along with, and they made the whole process so much smoother. The acting was really fun, and I'd definitely do it again.
Well, Deborah is the liaison for OK Inc., and I really wasn't familiar with this nonprofit. Tell everybody what OK stands for and what you do.
OK Inc., we're a nonprofit organization, and we've been around for 33 years. And our mission is to really challenge young people starting in middle school through high school to do two things: develop healthy relationships and strong character so that they may chase their dreams and have healthy futures and successful futures.
So OK stands for Operation Keepsake.
Yes.
And how do you get into the schools to get involved?
So that's a great question. So we are currently in approximately 120 schools in 11 counties. And our two largest counties are here Mahoning County and Cuyahoga County near the Cleveland area. And so we provide direct programming. So we actually go into the schools. Schools invite us in, starting in the 5th grade, all the way through high school. And we talk to students about making healthy decisions regarding their relationships. A common theme that we hear from our students is that before they were involved in the project, several have shared with us, I don't think I would ever speak up. I either didn't have the courage or I didn't know what to say. After participating in the project, that's what we see. We see a change in the students who now have that courage. They have that assertiveness. That, okay, I'm gonna do something about this. I'm either going to stand up for my friend, or I'm going to get them to a trusted adult, where the trusted adult can then step in and help them get the help they need.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old World Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old-style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Family-owned Mayflower Woolham Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Today I'm going to prepare chicken wings. Yes, I have become very familiar with chicken wings. I wanted to learn a recipe that I didn't need an air fryer or any of those things. And of course, baking in the oven at a high temp is the best way to save some calories and get them extra super crisp. So I've been playing around with chicken wings, and boy, have I learned more than I ever thought I would about these things. There's flats, which are like the little wing, and then there's drums or the drumettes, which look like little chicken legs. And I've been playing around, and a lot of them put the sauce on after they're cooked. But in this recipe, I'm gonna do both. I marinate it overnight or for at least a few hours, and then when they come out of the oven, you add a sauce on top, and then they are perfectly crisp, perfectly delicious. For the wing marinade, you'll need 3 to 4 pounds of chicken wings. You'll need 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, zest and juice from 1 lemon, 1/4 cup of Frank's hot sauce, 1 tablespoon of fresh ground pepper, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and 3 teaspoons of dried oregano. So we'll start with the olive oil, and then we are going to add the lemon zest, which is so important, and then the lemon juice. And then I love the heat. Now, if you don't like heat, this is one ingredient you could skip. And I think Frank's hot sauce is the best for wings. And then the oregano, which adds a nice warmth to it. And then the salt and the pepper. I mean, that's it. These are ingredients we have around the house. So we'll mix this up. Abracadabra. By the magic of television, I have the chicken wings that have been marinating overnight, and they are ready to go into the oven. Make sure you preheat your oven for 400 degrees. Get one of your cookie sheets, line it with foil because it's a little bit of a mess, and if you have racks, put them on top of the foil so the fat, drips down and keeps the wings really nice and crisp. And also spray your racks so the chicken wings don't stick to them. So we are just going to put them on. I mean, this is the easy part now. I'm gonna stick them in the oven for about an hour. And every 15 minutes, keep checking on them and turn them, change the different shelves, that they're on, because we're gonna have 2 pans of this. Keep switching them every 15 minutes and turning them around and rotating them, just so they keep browning and getting crisp in different areas of the oven. One of my new favorite cocktails is the Paloma, and it is grapefruit based, and it has tequila in it. So instead of a margarita, it's a little more savory because I just love grapefruit juice. And it has a little lime, and it's really, really refreshing, and it goes well with these wings. So let's try this. It's 2 ounces of fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, which is the most important thing with your cocktails. Must be fresh juice because they really taste good. And then it's equal parts of tequila. You could probably use a gold, but I'm using a silver. So 2 and 2. And then 1 part, which will be 1 ounce, fresh squeezed lime juice. You're still getting the lime, but not as puckery. And we add that to the cocktail shaker. Now the shaker already has some ice in it. And then for a little sweetness, my new trick, I love the agave nectar, about a teaspoon of this. And it's a healthier way to sweeten it up without doing the simple syrup. So now we'll just shake this up. And then you pour it into a rocks glass, perfect size. Sparkling water on top. So the lime looks pretty. Does that look nice? It's refreshing. Any time of year. Oh, it is delicious. So before I assemble the dressing to pour on top, what I like to do is just take this Parmesan, freshly grated, remember, and while the wings are nice and hot, just sprinkle them on top. So we'll just sprinkle that and we'll let this sit while I assemble the dressing. For the wing dressing, you'll need 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, the zest and juice from 1 lemon, 3 garlic cloves minced, 1/2 cup of chopped parsley, and salt and pepper to taste. And it's very similar almost to the marinade. You know, you start with the olive oil, and then, of course, that lemon juice, and the zest. And this one is the best, the garlic. 3 cloves of it. Oh, love it. And then the parsley. Yep, that goes into the dressing, so it sits a lot better after it's done. And then you just give it a couple grinds of pepper and a little bit of salt. You don't need a lot because we have the Parmesan cheese, which adds like a saltiness to it. So we just mix that together really well. Drizzle this right on top of the wings. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And there you have it. Lemony, crispy chicken wings. And of course, the best way to enjoy it is with the Paloma. So let's see how I did. I'm gonna take a flat. That's my new favorite. And this one looks nice and cheesy and ready to go. That is so good. Go to my website, caseymalonshow.com. The recipe for the wings and the recipe for the Paloma will be there. And you can thank me later because these are delicious. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. Well, I am here with Rude, the dude at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. And it is never too early to start planning your parties.
No, Casey, yeah, we have our banquet room that's attached to the building here for, you know, upcoming graduations, communion, things of that nature. We also have a catering menu for offsite. So if you're interested in just letting us cook for you for your parties, we can do that. So if you want to check out our websites, you can see what we have to offer.
And what is the capacity under COVID guidelines for the side room?
Following all the COVID guidelines, we can hold up to 80 people.
Oh, so, I mean, you can still party safely here at the Magic Tree. And I gotta tell you, that menu, you have more farmers on that menu than the Canfield Fair.
Yeah, well, we love to support local here at Magic Tree, so supporting our local breweries and farms is what we like to do.
And the biggest selection of craft beer, it's all here. Magic Tree Pub and Eatery.
I got COVID before the vaccine was available. I spent 3 weeks in a coma, 97 days in the hospital. My lungs failed, my kidneys failed. They asked my wife 3 times to pull the plug.
We have eliminated polio, measles, mumps, and other viruses through vaccinations. We will eradicate COVID with vaccinations.
You don't want to have to go through what I did. Get the shot. Protect yourself, protect your family. Thank you.
Direction Home of Eastern Ohio, providing resources and access to the COVID vaccine. My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering. It has transformed my basement and expanded my family's living space. It's easy to clean, withstands flooding, and will never need replaced. You will love your basement. Pebblestone, the best flooring system.
Call today to save 60% off your new Pebblestone floor for a limited time only.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Is it time to update your color style? RNS Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop RNS Paint.
Well, you've worked hard, made sacrifices to be successful, and now you're at a point where you would benefit by working with a private banker.
We have worked hard for our money.
Now we'd like our money to work hard for us. Agreed. Making your money work for you is Farmers' mission.
Farmers National Bank's private bankers are the heart of Wealth Management 360, advising and connecting clients to investments, trust, retirement, and insurance. Farmers Wealth Management 360.
Tuesday nights, when it's not raining, beginning in May, the Mahoning Valley Old Car Club meets right here at the Austintown Plaza. Dave Bioski is one of the trustees, and he's my also Mahoning Valley St. Patrick Parade connection, and you always contact us when you enter all the cars. And we're here on quite a hot day, but you still got a great turnout.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're a founding member of the club.
Yeah, I'm one of the chairmen, or the charter members. We formed it in 1978 in an informal meeting. I think it was at the Eastwood Mall.
And were you always an old car buff?
Yeah, I was in the business and brought up in a family that liked old cars, so I kind of inherited the sickness.
What was your first one?
My first one was a 55 Olds.
Well, and this beauty is your car. Tell me about this one.
This is a 67 Olds Cutlass, and it was upgraded to a 455 motor. And it was a frame-off restoration that I bought in 08 out of Georgia when I was laid up in a hospital, actually. So anyway, it was a kind of a nice find. My wife liked it, so we ended up with it. It's kind of her baby.
When you formed the club, what was the idea?
A bunch of guys getting together with old cars, having fun.
But you also do it for a good cause.
Oh, yeah. We have a special fund that was started by one of our members called Dale Queen. And a lot of people donate to that, donate to our registration here. And that all those funds go to families of children that have special needs.
Yes, and I know you're helping out somebody now, and that poor boy with leukemia who couldn't make it tonight because of his treatments. But I saw the poster. I mean, you've got over 50 kids that you guys have really helped out.
Yeah, we've donated well over $200,000 through the years.
Well, Rich is the chairman of the club. He has the flag flying. I got my souvenir, and
these are the plaques we give away too. We give away 2 of these tonight. We pick out 2 cars, and we give 2 plaques away. You know, when we first started here, we were asked to do this car show here. The club was in limbo for a long time because of COVID.
Yes.
All of us were really old. Then we were asked to do it this year, and we picked up on it. So as long as we were asked to do it, we jumped in here and got involved. So we got sponsors that really helped us out a lot. Our sponsors come in, and as long as I don't have to touch my sponsor money, that money goes into the kids fund. Okay.
That's great. And I know you help. I saw all those children that you've helped over the years.
Yeah. Well,
now, you've got this gorgeous Packard. This is your car.
This is my car.
What year is this?
It's a 1940.
And you said it's a straight 8?
A straight 8 business coupe. They only made 80 of these cars. And this is one of them.
What does a straight 8 mean? Educate me.
Look at the engine. The engine is the cylinders are in line, okay?
And, you know, the innovations the Packard has made, and I found out that like Al Capone and all the gangsters, they like Packards because they were reliable.
Tommy gun specials.
That's right. Did you like take this off the line when you worked at Lordstown and you eventually stole the whole car?
I had the privilege of walking down the line while the men and women of Local 1112 were building it. And that was a privilege to be able to do that.
So you wanted to buy that car, right?
I had ordered it. And it's a 6-cylinder Chevy Cavalier wagon, which is very rare.
Yes. How many miles do you have on this?
About 129,000.
Well, this is nice to see. Amy is the president of the Mahoney Valley Old Car Club. And she has the 2001 Firebird. And you've always been a car nut.
Yes, my dad had antique cars. He was in the car club. He was president of the car club as well, so I kind of grew up with him.
And, you know, you kind of keep, you know, these old guys in line, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So this is a gorgeous car. What do you see? I mean, this club, you know, began in the late 70s, and it doesn't look like it's dying off anytime soon.
No, we do a lot with fundraising. We have a lot of good charities that we work with. We do a lot of fundraising for children in need, as well as Hospice of the Valley and people like that. And people get very much behind it.
And, you know, they have a website. We'll put it on there. And you really should, even if you don't have an old car. I mean, come and admire these gorgeous cars because, I mean, these are in beautiful shape. And, you know, come out. Currently, it's Austintown Plaza on Tuesdays beginning at 5, but I know it switches, you know, year to year.
Yes, this year we're here in the Austintown Plaza for the rest of the season. We'll be here through September and part of October.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.